Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Tech Talk with Aegis. Today we have Joshua. Joshua is the Cloud Project Manager in Aegis, and he has been with us since I think for the past 5 years. Yeah. And the topic today that we are going to talk about is very interesting. It is about ISO 27001 ISMS. Okay, but before we jump into that, Joshua, can you tell us a little bit about your role in Aegis?
Yeah, sure. So basically, like Ivy said, I'm a cloud project manager for this company. Okay, and I'm also the ISMS community member. All right. So what we do is we ensure that we are certified. Okay, certified for Aegis two major products, which is the CDR and CP.
Okay, and now we are talking about ISO 27001 certification. What does it stand for?
Well, ISO 27001 is actually stands for ISO/IEC 27001 2013, which is the current version of now. All right. So it's also very popular, known as Information Security Management System. In short, ISMS.
Okay.
Yep. So yes, you mentioned. Okay. So ISMS is very popular information management security. Okay, security standards, right, in the world, and it complies to a total of 141 clauses and annexes. So our company actually complies up to 138. Okay.
Oh,
138
I see.
in total.
Okay.
Okay. And these clauses and annexes actually helps our organization to manage their security practices in terms of their consistency, cost effective, and also, most importantly, risk management.
Okay, so earlier you mentioned for organizations to get ISO certified, it will help them to manage consistency, cost effectiveness, and also risk management. Yeah. Then, apart of these three reasons, is there any other critical reasons for businesses to get ISO 27001 certified?
So the critical reasons are basically we talk about risk management first of all. Okay, so we associate with risk. Okay, so when we talk about risk, we talk about cyber attacks, data breaches. Okay, this one is continue been increasing. Okay, since our current technology going on. Okay, so information security has become a critical issue for every businesses. Okay, an effective approach should help defense against both external and internal attacks. Okay, so in such threats, we usually see them as internal breaches and human errors during this kind of things. So this risk, right, we have to look into more factors of it. Okay, that's why we have risk management.
Okay, so which means that for part of the ISMS, the threats and risk, majority of them, I can't say majority, I mean partially comes from the internal threats, such as employees.
Yes. So it's more likely to be ethics, human ethics. So we talk about that. So when you talk about hardware, software, and hard copies and soft copies, of course, all these documents or informations, they are fixed. But when it comes to people, that's the most important thing. People tends to make mistakes, so the risk there is always higher, and the risk there is unmanageable. Okay, it's not calculative. You are unable to calculate that. So that's why we have to look into it. We have to send our people to practices. We send our people to look into more on getting certified, so they're more professional in handling information security. So on top of that, right, ISMS is the internal standard that provides the specification for an information security management system, also known as ISMS. Okay, as I mentioned, this is a systematic approach consisting of people, processes, and technology that helps you protect and manage all your organization's information through the risk of management. Okay, so getting ISMS certification is a business differentiator, okay, and demonstrates to other business they can trust your organization to manage their valuable third-party information assets or data and intellectual properties, right? It also protects your business from exposure to risk.
Okay, now ISO 27001 certification is especially important to which industry?
So, ISMS certification applies to any organization that wishes or is required to formalize or improve their business processes around information security, privacy, and securing its information assets. Okay, so it's especially important for businesses that keeps third-party data. All right, so it can be telecom, it can be banks, and most importantly, of course, cloud service providers such as us. They must keep sick of their information security.
You mentioned that cloud service providers are required to be certified with ISO 27001. Yeah. So, what does ISO 27001 focus on for cloud providers?
All right, so ISMS focuses on mostly important of the three key aspects. All right, so what is the three key aspects of information is taught in ISMS is actually the CIA. Okay, confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
That's what it stands for, CIA.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Right. So what is confidentiality? Confidentiality, of course, is mostly talk about secured information, right? So secured information that we cannot disclose to unauthorized personnel, right? So we have level of confidentiality in our company, which is we have to abide by it.
Okay.
Okay, so next, we talk about integrity. Integrity is more on information accuracy and completion. All right. So when we talk about integrity, we add on auditability. Okay. So we must make sure all our information is correct, accurate, and of course, auditable. All right. All right. Next, lastly, is the availability. Okay. When we talk about availability, of course, we talk about informations that are the readiness of the information itself. Okay, so whenever a personnel or a user needs that information, right, we can present to them immediately.
So that's the meaning of CIA. And then next is what is the benefits of getting ISO 27001 certification?
The benefit of having ISMS is mainly adapting to its framework. Okay, it's a methodology that helps us in how we keep sick the importance of data. Okay, so I must address that most important asset, right? When we talk about information and information security, right, the most important asset is always people.
Oh, people is also considered an asset to an organization.
Yes, of course. In terms of ISMS, right, why do I say that people is an asset to a company? Is because when it comes to risk management, people is considered a risk. Why is people is a risk in management? Because they tend to make mistakes. That's one thing, all right? But the benefit side, right, people also share the knowledge, they bring knowledge, and they share it among all the other people, right? They also bring the benefit and value to the organization. Okay, that is a very important aspect in ISMS for people too. When we look at the bright side, people actually brings value to the organization. Okay, in this aspect, right, information security, people is the one that keeps information secure. They are the one that evaluates and of course they assess the situation itself and then they provide solutions. That protects the information as new attacks comes in. Right? That's why people are that valuable. Other than that, the benefit itself, having this certification, right, it actually helps the people to further understand and adapt in keeping information secure.
How do you ensure that all employees are well versed of all the do's and don'ts of ISMS?
So how we ensure that everyone gets to know ISMS is from the organization itself is that especially new hires when they come in, right? We have this awareness briefing with them. Okay, just we go through with them all of ISMS. What is ISMS? What does ISMS do? What is the benefit of having ISMS in the organization? We go through that with them. Okay, so of course the main important thing, the three key aspects to let them know, and of course our company itself has our own policy and procedures, which I go through with them. Okay. So on top of that, for existing employees, we do have a refreshment of this awareness. Okay, so just to let them have a refreshment on what are the do's and don'ts of ISMS. Okay, if there is a additional add-on, then I'll let them know from there.
How frequent is this refresher?
We do it for them basically every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Okay. So once organization gets certified, okay, what is next?
So basically, once we get our certification, of course, we have a yearly reevaluation. Okay, so the yearly evaluation is basically our continuous improvement actually. Okay, so in the process is we ensure that our processes, risk management, and of course our company itself has a continuous improvement whereby our security threats, vulnerability, vulnerabilities, and of course all those have to be in constant improvement. Okay, so we must demonstrate our commitment in taking corrective actions, right? Making continuous improvement to our SMS year by year.
So which means this audit is done every year.
Yes, correct.
I see, and it's done by a third party.
Yeah. So we actually our external audits are actually from Siri itself. Okay. So we ask them to come and audit all our documents, of course, and all our processes.
Okay, now I get where you're coming from. Like in an office, in a operational, daily operational activity, we have employees, people in the office, you know. So how we relate it back to data security and data privacy is, for example, like if we leave our workstation and we do not lock our laptops, and then we just go away with the laptop on, so that is like it's a wrongdoing, right?
Yes, yes. So how we control this, right? We actually have some processes itself. Okay, it's a part of the annexes that we control that information do not leak out to even to unauthorized users. Okay, we're just talking about internal now. Okay, so we have multiple departments, so we don't share our departmental information to other departments. That's how we control it. Okay, so for your example, if we don't lock our laptop, right? Let's say other department they saw your information, or maybe it's your P&C information. Okay, so that is leak of information too. So is best is our control is we have our HR. Okay, they actually go through time to time, look through whether anyone leaves valuable information or confidential information on the table. Okay, or maybe laptops are not locked. Okay, we give warnings. We don't give NCR. We don't give like pay cuts or anything. Okay, so that's not how information security works. Okay, just we are mostly on improvement. Okay, we look into that. So it's mostly not just HR. It's mostly everyone's job. Okay, if you see anyone with the laptop open, it's best you don't go through it. Okay, just tell the person maybe you lock it, or maybe you haven't locked it. Okay, so that's the improvement of it.
So the data security and then the implementing of this ISMS is everyone's duty, not just a certain department, not just the ISO committee. Actually, it's everyone that's in the company who is responsible to data privacy and data security. Coming back to what you have mentioned earlier, that Aegis, we have certified on our two of our products, which is Aegis Cloud Disaster Recovery, CDR, and also Cloud Production Environment, CPE. Now, since these two products are already ISO 27001 certified, how does this benefit to Aegis customers?
Actually, this enables Aegis to be more trustworthy. Actually, with this certification, okay. In fact, it gives us more credible, all right, as it will increase the trust from customers' perspective in terms of data protection, and of course, our business is always into the key aspect of CIA, all right. Okay. So on top of that, right, I want to add that as a part of ISMS requirement, Aegis must have a robust business continuity and also a disaster recovery plan. And this helps customer to minimize the disruption and downtime during a crisis.
And our last question for today is, Joshua, if you have one precious advice to everyone out there, okay, who are looking for a cloud backup and disaster recovery solution, what would it be?
If you're looking to subscribe a cloud backup or DR service provider with ISO 27001 certified SMS, then you're at the right course. Okay, why I say so is it's like you having to see a specialist. You got to make sure that doctor is certified in that particular field, right?
Yeah, correct. So now you hear it. In order to select the right cloud backup and disaster recovery service provider, one of the main consideration is to consider whether they are ISO 27001 certified or not. Now with that said, Aegis CDR and Aegis CPE has both obtained ISO 27001 certification since 2019. And Aegis demonstrates a long-standing commitment and working knowledge of protecting customers' data. At Aegis, we place data and cybersecurity at the core of everything we do. And with that said, please give this video a like and also do follow us on Aegis Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube for more content on backup and disaster recovery updates. Thank you, Joshua, for your time today. I hope this is a very valuable educational video for ISO 27001 ISMS.